Welcome friends to Physics in 20 minutes. In this video we are going to learn about vector product of two vectors, characteristics of vector products and vector products in Cartesian coordinates. You might need to see video 7, 8, 9, 10 to understand the concepts being developed in this video. So what is a vector product of two vectors? Let's have vector A and vector B. Let theta be the angle between them. The vector products of two vectors A and B is represented by vector A cross vector B. As the representation suggests, it is also called as cross product and it's a vector in a sense that the quantity obtained after taking the cross product is a vector quantity. The cross product of the vectors A and B can be written as A cross B is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sine of angle between them into n cap. Now magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B can simply be written as A and B, so it will simplify to AB sine theta n cap. The n cap is a unit vector normal to both A and B and its direction is given by right hand rule. The magnitude of the vector product is given by the product of magnitudes of the two vectors and the sine of the angle between them. The magnitude of vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sine theta. The direction of n cap is determined by right hand rule. Let's see what is right hand rule. Place the two vectors A and B tail to tail. So I have vector A and I have vector B. Put them in a way that their tails join together. Let theta be the angle between them. Point the fingers of right hand along vector A with palm facing towards B and then curl the fingers towards B. Stretch the thumb out. Thumb gives you the direction of n cap and A cross B. So let's try to understand it more. A cross B is given by AB sine theta, which is A sine theta into B, which can also be written as B sine theta into A. If the two vectors are A and B and theta is the angle between them, if I drop a perpendicular from A to B, then side opposite to theta is A sine theta, which is the component of A perpendicular to B. Therefore, the magnitude of A cross B can be given as component of A perpendicular to B into magnitude of B. If you drop a perpendicular from B to A, B sine theta is the component of B perpendicular to A. Therefore, magnitude of A cross B can be given as component of B perpendicular to A into magnitude of A. What are the characteristics of vector products? Let's see some of them. Vector product is not commutative, unlike scalar product. Suppose I have two vectors A and B, then by using the right hand rule, A cross B direction is given in the upward direction. While if you have to find out B cross A, and again if you use the right hand rule, then the direction of B cross A is given in the downward direction, which is opposite to the direction of A cross B. Therefore, A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. If A cross B and B cross A are not same vectors, they are actually opposite vectors, and therefore vector product is not commutative. Vector product is distributive just like scalar product. So if A cross B plus C is there, then it is equal to A cross B plus A cross C. If two vectors are parallel to each other, then angle between them is 0. Since sine 0 is 0, therefore the magnitude of the cross product will become 0. Therefore the cross product of two vectors parallel to each other vanish. If two vectors are anti-parallel to each other, then the angle between them is 180. Again, the sine 180 is 0 and therefore the cross product vanishes. So whether the vectors are parallel or anti-parallel, the cross product between them will be 0. The cross product of a vector with itself is equal to 0 vector. The angle that a vector makes with itself is 0. Since sine 0 is 0, the cross product of a vector with itself is 0. So like if you take unit vectors, then their cross product with themselves are going to be 0. So I cap cross I cap, j cap cross j cap and k cap cross k cap. All three are going to be 0. Cross product between two mutually perpendicular vector is maximum in magnitude. So if A and B are mutually perpendicular, then the angle between them is 90 degrees. Sine 90 is 1. Therefore magnitude of A cross B will be equal to AB sine 90. Since sine 90 is 1, it is going to be A into B, which is maximum. The direction of A cross B is perpendicular to both A and B, and it is given by right hand rule as shown in the diagram. If P and Q represent two sides of a parallelogram, then the area of the parallelogram is the magnitude of the cross product between P and Q. So area of parallelogram is magnitude of P cross Q. So let's see the vector products of unit vectors. In diagram, what I am showing you is a right-handed coordinate system. In a right-handed coordinate system, the right-hand rules apply in a particular manner. What will be I cap cross j cap? The value of I cap cross j cap is given as I, j, sin 90, n cap. All three, I, j and sin 90 have magnitude 1, so it is equal to n cap. Now what will be the direction of n cap? So if you use the right hand rule, that is if you curl your palm from I cap to j cap and stretch your thumb out, then your stretched thumb will point towards the direction of k cap. Therefore your n cap is nothing but k cap in this case. What will be j cap cross k cap? So if you curl your fingers from j to k, then your thumb will point in the direction of I cap. So j cap cross k cap will be I cap. So what will be k cap cross I cap? So if you curl your fingers from k to I, your thumb will point towards j cap. So k cap cross I cap will be j cap. So a coordinate system following the right hand rule in this manner is normally called as right-handed coordinate system. In a right-handed coordinate system, what will happen if I reverse the unit vectors in cross products? So j cap cross I cap will be minus I cap cross j cap, but I cap cross j cap is k cap. So j cap cross I cap will be equal to minus I cap cross j cap, which is equal to minus k cap. K cap cross j cap will be equal to minus j cap cross k cap, which is minus I cap. I cap cross k cap is equal to minus k cap cross I cap, which is equal to minus j cap. So here is the summary of all the results. Here is the diagram for a left-handed coordinate system. Look at it. If you have to find I cap cross j cap in this case, if you curl your right hand fingers from I cap to j cap, your thumb will point towards minus k cap. We are not going to use this particular system. So what will be a vector product in terms of the components? So I have got two vectors. Vector A is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. Vector B is bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. The cross product between them can be written in this manner: ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap cross bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. You need to expand the bracket. The scalars will multiply and you get the cross product terms like I cap cross I cap cross j cap, I cap cross k cap, j cap cross I cap, j cap cross j cap, j cap cross k cap, k cap cross I cap, k cap cross j cap, k cap cross k cap. We have already developed the rules for cross product of unit vectors. We can use these solutions in this equation and simplify it further. Once you simplify it, your equation will reduce to ax by k cap minus ax bz j cap minus ay bx k cap plus ay bz I cap plus az bx j cap minus az by I cap. You can club the terms with similar unit vectors together. So a cross b can be written as ay bz minus az by into I cap minus ax bz minus az bx j cap plus ax by minus ay bx k cap, which can also be written as determinant of third order, in which the first row is ijk, second row is ax ay az, and the third row is bx by bz. Here the x component of the cross product is ay bz minus az by, y component of the cross product is ax bz minus az bx, and z component of the cross product is ax by minus ay bx. Let's take an exercise to understand the concepts. A vector p has a magnitude of 10 unit along y axis. Vector q of magnitude 5 unit lies in the yz plane, making an angle of 30 degree with y axis. Draw a sketch of the situation. Find the product. Vector r is equal to vector p cross vector q. Represent the two vectors in Cartesian system, hence use components to get the product. At this point, you can pause the video, try to solve it on your own, come back and check the solution. Here goes the solution. Here is my diagram for the situation. X, y and z axes are given. P lies along the y axis. Q lies in yz plane and makes an angle 30 degree with the y axis. The magnitude of the resultant is given by PQ sine theta, which is equal to 10 into 5 into sine 30. If you put the values, you get 25 square units. The direction of the resultant is given by the right hand rule. If you curl the right hand fingers from P to Q and stretch the thumb out, then the thumb will point along with the x-axis, and therefore the resultant R is given as 25 I cap. Let's solve it by using component method 2. P lies along y-axis, so its x component is 0, y component is 10, z component is 0. Therefore, P can be written as 10 I cap. Q lies in yz plane. We can drop a perpendicular from the head of Q to y and z axis and find its components. Its y component qy will be q cos 30, which is 5 root 3 by 2, and its z component will be q sin 30, which will be 5 by 2. Its x component is 0 since it is lying in the yz plane. Therefore, vector q can be written as 5 root 3 by 2 j cap plus 5 by 2 k cap. The x component of the resultant is written as pyqz minus pzqy. If you put the values and solve, you get 25. Y component of the resultant is minus pxqz minus pzqx, which is equal to 0. The z component of the resultant will also be 0. Therefore, the resultant vector will be represented by 25 I cap. We have solved this problem by two different methods, and you can see that the answer remains the same by both the methods. So what are the differences between scalar and vector products? Here are the differences. Scalar product, the answer is a scalar quantity. Vector product, answer is a vector quantity. Scalar product obeys commutative law. Vector product does not obey commutative law. Scalar product of two mutually perpendicular vectors is 0. The vector product of two parallel or anti-parallel vectors is equal to 0. Scalar product of vector with itself is equal to the square of the magnitude of the vector. The cross product of a vector with itself is equal to 0. Here are some review problems. Please go through them to enhance your understanding. Here are some activity problems. Please solve them. They will help you to master the concepts. Here are the answers to the activity problems. Thank you.